And let's just go ahead and start off with the Rams at the Packers, okay? The Rams going to play at Lambeau Field as of Wednesday. That's today when we film the show. The Packers right now are sitting at 6.5-point favorites with the point total sitting at 46 points. Now, the Packers, they should be well rested, right, going into this weekend. They finished the season as the number 1 seed in the NFC, 10-6 against the spread. The Rams went into Seattle as 3-point dogs, and they ended up winning 30-20. Made me a liar on that game for sure. It was a Sean McVay clinic. Cam Akers, he ran everywhere and then some. They won the game, even with Jared Goff playing with basically one thumb, right? There's still a lot of doubt that Aaron Donald and Cooper Kupp will play this weekend. We don't know. Chelsa, Jeff, this is a lot tougher for the Rams. Can they run into Lambeau Field and come out of this game with a win, or can they at least cover the 6.5 points? Chelsa, I'll start with you.
Yeah, I think the thing for the Rams is if they can slow down the tempo of this game and make it a slow-paced run-first game, kind of like the Colts did with the Bills. You see the kind of offense that Bills team is, but yet the Colts were able to slow down the pace because they could run the ball effectively. And Cam Akers actually had a good running game last game, 131 yards on the ground. So I think they can keep it close if they can slow down the tempo of this game. That being said, it's not going to be especially easy when you have Davante Adams and Aaron Rodgers, because Davante Adams has had number 1 corners guarding him all season long, but somehow he's still putting up unreal numbers when it comes to the fantasy charts. One of the matchups to watch this week will be Jalen Ramsey against Davante Adams. Looking forward to that one. So that's my initial thoughts when it comes to Packers and Rams.
Jeff, how do you see this one going?
A lot the same way. I think that's going to be really interesting, the chess match that Brandon Staley's going to play, because about 40% of the time Jalen will be on Davante Adams. But they have some other players that, and they do some really interesting things on defense. They are very, very good up front. They dominated Seattle's offensive line. Seattle couldn't run the ball. Again, they sacked a guy as clever as Russell Wilson 15 times in 3 games. You try and say, show me like, okay, well, Russell Wilson's more adept at getting out of the pocket and avoiding sacks than Aaron Rodgers is. So I think that's a real plus for the Rams. I think the Rams are going to cover. I really do think the Rams are going to cover, because like we said, they can run the football. And Chelsea was exactly right. Akers is healthy. He wasn't healthy for 2 weeks. He's back healthy. Andrew Whitworth, their offensive tackle, is back. He played last week for the first time. And he's as much a dominant run blocker as they have. Plus, he's really, really the heart and soul of that offensive line. They will take care of trying to mitigate the quarterback issue as much as they can. It's really important, at least in my mind, it's really important for them to stay close or get ahead early in the game so that they can control the narrative. If Aaron Rodgers goes off early, then it's going to be a challenge. I think, it's good to get the bye, but I also see a lot of teams when they come off the bye are going to have some rust on them. So I think that's going to be another advantage for the Rams. And, again, the Rams know what they're up against. And Sean McVay is really, really good at big game football. So I'm going to say that the Rams are going to cover. And, that point total, that's a scary one to me, when you look at that point total. So, because again, these teams can score points, but I'm going to say it's going to be an under.
Okay, you're taking the under, and you're taking the Rams to cover. Look, Sean McVay and Matt LaFleur are like BFFs for life, right? These guys love each other. They hang out in the off season. I think they're all from the Shanahan tree. If you go back in the history books and look at it, which is like my favorite coaching tree of all time. With that being said, I think it really the Packers, they have a guy, what's his name, Beldier, that they're pulling off of the Colts practice squad. So they have a guy coming in to play in the offensive line that is the first person ever to play how am I trying to word this? Played for the Colts last week, and now he's playing for the Packers this week. So the first person ever to play for 2 different teams in the postseason. There we go. That scares me a lot, especially if Aaron Donald's playing. You know what I'm saying? Look, I have the Rams covering in this game, but I thoroughly expect Aaron Rodgers to cook. And I know that the Rams, they're holding other teams to like 18.5 points, I think, on average. Like, that defense is for real. They really are. 46 points is too low for me, though. It's just too low. I'm not feeling it. You know me, Jeff. I always take the over and everything. It's a fault of mine. I'm going to take the over. Chelsa, just to be clear, just to put it on record on wax, I did not catch who you expected. Did you think the Rams are covering or Green Bay?
I'm going to the teasers. I'm taking the Packers -2.5 and taking the under 51.5. That's the total teased up, and then taking the under in that one. You can get it in a teaser for, I believe, at plus money, plus 109, I think, on FanDuel. So that is where I'm headed on that one, playing the conservative approach.
I love it. You brought a whole new thing to the show that none of our other guests have done yet with this, and I really like it. That's really smart. So I like your pick. So there you have it, guys. That's our picks for this game. We have Chelsa. She's doing a teaser. She's got the Packers 2.5 and under 51.5. I believe I'm saying that correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And Jeff has the Rams covering 6.5, and he's taking the under. I'm taking the Rams to cover as well, but I'm taking the over because you know me, it's just way too low. I can't do it. Let us know in the comments below what you think. Who you got, Rams or Packers?